Hey everyone, welcome back to Switch Fever. Today we're diving into the top 10 best zombie games you can play on your Nintendo Switch in 2025. Whether you're into intense survival horror, fast-paced zombie shooters, or story-driven apocalyptic adventures, this list has something for every undead slaying fan out there. From spine-chilling solo campaigns to chaotic co-op modes, these games show that the Switch is very much alive when it comes to battling the undead. So grab your weapons, watch your backs, and let's rise up against the zombie horde with our top picks. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's jump into the outbreak. Resident Evil 6 brings explosive action, intense horror, and global-scale outbreaks to the Nintendo Switch, delivering 4 intertwining campaigns in one adrenaline-fueled experience. Join series veterans Leon S. Kennedy, Chris Redfield, Ada Wong, and newcomer Jake Muller as they confront a deadly bioterrorist threat that spans the globe. From the shadowy streets of Tall Oaks to the war-torn regions of Edonia, and the fog-covered city of Lanchion, each story offers a unique perspective on a world descending into chaos. Fight your way through relentless hordes of the infected, monstrous new mutations, and heart-pounding boss battles using a refined combat system that combines tactical shooting with brutal melee. Whether you're playing solo or in co-op, the dynamic scenarios and cinematic set pieces keep the tension high from beginning to end. With full support for Nintendo Switch's handheld mode, local co-op, and motion controls, Resident Evil 6 offers portable thrills without compromise. It's a fast-paced, action-packed entry in the legendary franchise, perfect for fans of zombies, intense storytelling, and high-stakes survival. Whether you're a returning fan or a new recruit to the fight against bioterror, Resident Evil 6 on Nintendo Switch lets you take the horror with you, anytime, anywhere.
They're coming out of the woodwork!
Undying throws you into the heart of a harrowing zombie apocalypse, where survival isn't just about fighting the undead, it's about the bond between a mother and her son. On Nintendo Switch, this emotional survival experience takes you on a journey of love, loss, and the desperate fight to protect your family in a world falling apart. You play as Anne, a mother infected with the zombie virus, who must teach her son, Cody, how to survive while she slowly succumbs to the infection. As the clock ticks down, you'll gather supplies, fend off zombies, and craft tools to keep both yourself and your son alive. But it's not just about combat. Undying focuses on the emotional connection between the characters, as Anne teaches Cody the skills he'll need to survive in a brutal new world. With its beautiful, hand-drawn art style and deeply emotional story, Undying stands out as one of the most poignant takes on the zombie genre. The game's unique mechanics of surviving while watching Anne slowly turn are both heartbreaking and captivating, adding layers of intensity to every decision you make. On the Switch, Undying delivers a smooth, immersive experience, allowing you to take this emotional journey with you wherever you go. If you're looking for a zombie game that goes beyond combat and dives deep into the human heart, Undying is a must-play.
Leaving her infected and alone with her son in a zombie infestation. Now, with no way out, Anling must hold on for as long as possible until she finds another means to extract her son to safety. Due to her infection, she could turn at any point, so she must prepare Cody to survive without her. She can teach him to cook.
The Walking Dead, the Telltale series brings the emotional depth and tension of the zombie apocalypse to life in a way few games ever do. On Nintendo Switch, this award-winning visual novel series allows you to step into the shoes of Lee Everett, a convicted criminal on the run who becomes the protector of a young girl, Clementine, in the midst of the undead outbreak. Unlike traditional zombie games, The Walking Dead is about choices, consequence, and relationships. Every decision you make ripples throughout the story, shaping the fate of the characters and the world around you. The heart-wrenching narrative, emotional character development, and gut-wrenching moments will keep you on the edge of your seat, making it as much about survival as it is about human connection. With stunning hand-drawn visuals and an unforgettable soundtrack, the game's episodic format makes every chapter feel like a new episode in an ongoing struggle for survival. Whether you're building alliances, fighting off walkers, or making impossible moral decisions, the journey is as emotionally intense as it is unpredictable. On the Switch, The Walking Dead shines with its portability and smooth performance, bringing its deep, story-driven gameplay wherever you go. If you're a fan of narrative-driven experiences and want to dive into a gripping world of survival horror, The Walking Dead, the Telltale series is an absolute must-play. Plants vs. Zombies. Battle for Neighborville, Complete Edition transforms the classic garden warfare into a vibrant, all-out turf war, bursting with chaotic fun, quirky charm, and non-stop action. Originally developed by PopCap and published by EA, this third-person shooter brings its signature blend of humor and mayhem fully intact to the Nintendo Switch, complete with every mode, map, and customization option from the original release. In Neighborville, the eternal feud between Flora and the Undead hits new heights as you take control of over 20 unique characters, each with their own outrageous abilities, wild personalities, and offbeat weapons. Whether you're launching exploding acorns, piloting zombie mechs, or unleashing chili bean bombs, every match is a colorful explosion of creativity and carnage. The game offers a mix of PvP multiplayer, PvE co-op missions, and free roam zones where you can team up with friends or go solo against waves of zany enemies. The controls on Switch are smooth and responsive, and despite being a visually rich and fast-paced game, it holds up impressively well in both docked and handheld mode. Battle for Neighborville doesn't just stand out for its polished combat and variety, it's a game that thrives on personality. Every corner of its world is filled with humor, color, and the kind of imaginative chaos that makes it perfect for both casual play and competitive showdowns. If you're looking for a zombie game that trades horror for hilarity, but still brings serious gameplay to the table, Battle for Neighborville is a must-play title on Switch. Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Ghoul Patrol bring the classic 90s zombie-busting chaos to the Nintendo Switch, combining nostalgia with pure, over-the-top fun. These cult favorites, originally developed by LucasArts, throw you into a bizarre world where you and a friend must face off against waves of zombies, creepy monsters, and other supernatural horrors to save your neighborhood. In Zombies Ate My Neighbors, you play as one of two unlikely heroes, Zeke or Julie, armed with an arsenal of wacky weapons like squirt guns, freeze rays, and exploding soda cans. The goal is simple: save your friends, avoid getting overwhelmed, and blow up zombies by the dozens in this fast-paced, top-down action game. In Ghoul Patrol, the action continues with even more strange creatures and locations, as you battle through haunted houses, graveyards, and more to put an end to the supernatural chaos. The games are full of humor, quirky monsters, and a wild sense of adventure, making them a perfect blend of action and fun. On Switch, the colorful, pixel art visuals hold up beautifully, and the gameplay feels just as exciting as it did on the SNES. Whether you're playing solo or teaming up with a friend in co-op, Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Ghoul Patrol offer a perfect mix of zombie-slaying action and nostalgic fun, all in the palm of your hand. Quick pause. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss what's next. Alright, let's get back to it. Lollipop Chainsaw takes you on a wild, over-the-top ride through a high school infested with zombies, all while you wield a chainsaw like a true undead slaying rockstar. This colorful, action-packed adventure from Grasshopper Manufacture and Suda51 is a perfect mix of campy humor, flashy combat, and pure zombie destruction, now brought to the Nintendo Switch. You play as Juliet Starling, a cheerleader with a chainsaw and a mission to save her school and her boyfriend from a zombie apocalypse. With her undead slaying skills and a quirky cast of characters, Juliet cuts her way through hordes of zombies in stylish, combo-filled combat sequences, all set to a killer soundtrack that keeps the energy high and the fun rolling. The game stands out not just for its action but for its over-the-top, colorful aesthetic, eccentric humor, and memorable dialogue. With combos, upgrades, and epic boss fights, it's as much about the spectacle as it is about the combat. And with a storyline packed with absurdity, this isn't your typical zombie-slaying game. On Switch, the game delivers smooth, fast-paced action in a vibrant world you can take with you anywhere. Lollipop Chainsaw is a must-play for fans of quirky, action-filled zombie games with a sense of humor. It's not just about surviving the apocalypse, it's about looking good while doing it. The House of the Dead Remake brings the classic rail shooter back to life, and on NintendoSwitch, it's more intense and thrilling than ever before. Step into the shoes of two brave agents, Special Agent G and Detective Kate, as they venture into a mysterious mansion overrun by horrifying zombies and grotesque creatures. Originally an arcade classic, this remake revives the iconic gameplay with modern visuals, smoother controls, and the same heart-pounding action that made it a fan favorite. Armed with nothing but your trusty firearm, you'll face wave after wave of grotesque monsters, each more grotesque and terrifying than the last. The fast-paced shooting mechanics make it perfect for short, adrenaline-fueled sessions, while the new co-op mode lets you team up with a friend for twice the firepower and twice the fun. Whether you're playing in handheld or docked mode, the Switch version runs smoothly, delivering a crisp, zombie-slaying experience. With its arcade-style action, intense atmosphere, and remade visuals, The House of the Dead Remake delivers a blast from the past while staying fresh for a new generation of zombie hunters. If you're looking for a classic, over-the-top shooting experience, this is a must-play on the Switch. Red Dead Redemption. Undead Nightmare takes the gritty, lawless frontier of the Old West and plunges it into a full-blown zombie apocalypse. As John Marston, you're no longer chasing outlaws. You're fighting to survive a world overrun by the undead. A mysterious plague has swept across the land, turning townsfolk into flesh-hungry monsters and animals into twisted, demonic versions of themselves. The once beautiful landscapes are now eerie and desolate, filled with graveyards, burning towns, and terrifying creatures like zombie bears and mythical beasts. Armed with old-school firepower, holy relics, and sheer grit, you'll travel across the haunted plains to find a cure and save your family. It's a wild ride full of suspense, grit, and twisted folklore that reimagines the Western genre like never before. On NintendoSwitch, the experience holds strong, offering portable horror and undead action in one of Rockstar's most memorable spin-offs.
Now stay there while I deal with your half-witted son. Approaching Haran.
Kadir Suleiman. He stole a highly sensitive file. It details the incomplete process of synthesizing a cure for the virus.
Dying Light Platinum Edition drops you into a brutal, open-world apocalypse where parkour meets pure survival horror. Originally developed by Techland, this definitive version of the zombie-slaying hit brings the full, pulse-pounding experience to the Nintendo Switch, complete with all major DLCs, extra content, and dozens of hours of undead carnage. Set in the quarantined city of Harran, you play as an undercover operative sent to infiltrate a crumbling society torn apart by infection and chaos. By day, you'll scavenge, craft, and fight to stay alive in a sprawling urban wasteland. But when night falls, the infected evolve, the fear escalates, and survival becomes a desperate race against the clock. What makes Dying Light stand out is its fluid first-person parkour system, allowing you to leap across rooftops, vault over obstacles, and strike from above with deadly force. Combat is visceral and intense, whether you're swinging a pipe, setting traps, or slicing through hordes with a flaming blade. Add in dynamic weather, a full day-night cycle, and a rich co-op mode, and you've got a zombie experience unlike any other on the Switch. Despite the hardware limitations, the Switch version holds up impressively, delivering smooth performance and surprisingly detailed visuals, whether docked or on the go. With its blend of open-world freedom, survival horror tension, and adrenaline-fueled movement, Dying Light Platinum Edition is not just a zombie game, it's a full-scale apocalypse in the palm of your hands.
GRE plans to weaponize the virus, not cure it.
You don't know how much this means to me, to all of us.
Colonel Tanner and the Ministry of Defense.
Resident Evil Origins Collection brings the chilling beginnings of the iconic survival horror franchise to the Nintendo Switch, combining two terrifying titles in one deadly package. In Resident Evil 0, Experience the events leading up to the mansion incident as you join Rookie Stars member Rebecca Chambers and fugitive ex-soldier Billy Cohen. Stranded in the Arklay Mountains, the two must rely on each other to survive a horrifying outbreak aboard a mysterious train and within a sinister facility deep in the forest. With its unique partner system, challenging puzzles, and nightmarish enemies, this prequel sets the stage for the horrors to come. Then, step into the original nightmare in the HD remaster of Resident Evil, the game that defined the survival horror genre. Choose between Chris Redfield or Jill Valentine as you explore the iconic Spencer Mansion, filled with deadly traps, mutated creatures, and secrets waiting to be uncovered. The enhanced visuals, remastered audio, and modern control options breathe new life into this classic tale of terror. Whether you're new to the series or a longtime fan, Resident Evil Origins Collection on NintendoSwitch offers the perfect way to experience the genesis of the series. Portable, terrifying, and packed with atmosphere, this collection is essential for anyone who craves tension, story, and classic survival horror gameplay on the go.
Resident Evil.